Hey, Clayton. Hebrews 1:14 says angels are ministering spirits. What does that mean? And does it mean that we have guardian angels? There are some things that are frustrating about the Bible. One of them is that it doesn't answer the questions we have in direct ways, right? There are times when we want to know about something and we just wish there was like the chapter about this thing where God would just say, let me just explain how it works. We're very curious about things and God doesn't feel the need to answer all of our curious questions. Angels is one of those topics, right? There is no chapter in the Bible that's like the angel chapter. Here's how it works. What we have to do instead is grab clues from throughout the scripture and say, oh, there's an angel mentioned here, or it says angels do this, or angels are called this term. And we put all those things together and we create a picture. We try to put those clues together to say, it seems like this is what's going on with angels. And we just don't know how it all works behind the scenes. So some of this is going to be ignorance, right? We just don't know the answer to this. What we do know is this: angels are God's servants to carry out the administration of the universe. They're kind of on the back end of things, running the show and making sure the operations of the world are working. And specific things that we know they're doing is angels are messengers. Okay, that's actually what the word angel means in both Greek and Hebrew. They are people who carry messages. And sometimes actually even the word for angel in Greek and Hebrew can be applied to a human being. There are times in stories where someone is just a normal messenger and they're called an angel. We don't usually translate it that way because it would be confusing, but the word is the same. So that's where the name comes from. It's not like a species, it's their function, like it's what they do. Another way they're described is they're described as warriors, right? They are the heavenly hosts. The word host is just another way of saying army. They're the heavenly army. And so there are lots of places where they are depicted as warriors. They're also depicted as worshipers. There are scenes where they are surrounding the throne of God in heaven and they are praising God. It's almost like the army is assembled before the king and they're saying, "Hail to the king." That's what's going on. Now, there are other creatures that are described, kind of spiritual creatures like cherubim and seraphim, and they're not technically angels. They're never called angels in the Bible, but we usually lump them in with the angels, and they generally do some of those similar things. They are praising God and surrounding his throne and so on. Now, there are verses that talk about angels protecting people. Probably the most famous one is this from Psalm 91. He will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. This is very famous because it's actually the verse that the devil quotes when he is talking to Jesus. He's trying to get Jesus to do something foolish. And so he says, hey, Jesus, you should just throw yourself off of the top of the temple because, God's promised to guard you with his angels. Just show how amazing God is, right? And the devil's twisting scripture, misapplying it. But the verse is still true. God has angels that protect his people. We get examples of this, like in Daniel 6, when Daniel's in the lion's den, it said an angel shut the mouths of the lions. Or in 2 Kings, there's a story about a prophet and his servant, and the prophet says, don't worry, there's an army on the way, but our army is bigger. There are more people with us than with them. And the servant's like, what are you talking about? We don't have any army, right? And then his eyes are open and suddenly he can see in the spiritual world there is an army of angels surrounding the city. So angels protect God's people. But here's what the Bible does not say. It does not say anything about us having individual guardian angels. Okay, that's a nice thought. It sounds heartwarming, but it is just nowhere in the Bible. It is complete speculation, not something that has been revealed. We don't know how they protect us. Like, do they play man-to-man or do they play zone, right? Maybe it's that I have one angel that's always assigned to me and you have one that's assigned to you. Or it could be, hey, when I'm in this room, there's an angel in this room protecting me. And then when I go to the next one, it's protecting me. Or maybe it's like a security team. They rotate on shifts. Like there's always someone on duty, but it's different all the time. Or maybe just when God knows, he says, hey, I'm going to send a few angels to you. Or all of this is completely speculative. We just don't know how it works. No one gives us a clue. And here's the thing about this. You can ponder about it and you can imagine and say, wow, what a nice thought. But I do want to warn you, you need to be careful about too much speculation about angels and really going down the rabbit hole on this. There are kind of more new age ideas or different things that get really into angels and make a huge deal out of them. The Bible never does that. They are always background characters, and they are always pointing towards God. They're never drawing attention to themselves. And so any kind of spiritual practice, any kind of spiritual speculation that really puts them at the center is probably going to mislead you eventually, okay? I would especially say this: do not try to get in touch with angels, okay? There are times when God sends an angel and the angel is communicating to you. Well, that's fine. Talk back, right? But there are people who will say, I'm going to try to pray to an angel or talk to an angel or address an angel. And while that may be kind of innocently motivated, right? The truth is there have been spiritualities across the ages, including during New Testament times, where people ended up getting sucked into devotion and veneration and even worship of angels that really stole away from Jesus and oftentimes got hijacked by the evil ones. So I wouldn't go down that road, but I would do this. I would rest in the confidence that God is protecting you. He's got a team, and you don't need to know how it all works, but you can trust that He's definitely making it happen. Thanks for listening. If you've got your own questions, email questions@BibleSavvy.com. Like and subscribe to catch our regular episodes every Monday on the Bible Savvy Podcast.